batteries. So that becomes a supply chain issue we're trying to address through our provider.
One of the things I think we hear a lot from the public is, why do not the schools have metal detectors? Is that a discussion?
What's your question? Is that a discussion?
Yes. I mean, have you been talking about it, or is it?
We have, so pre-COVID, we actually started the process of implementing. We purchased them. We began the process of running the scans. We are in the process of doing random scans currently, so we will be instituting that soon. We're making a public announcement about reinstituting that process, and so there will be more efforts put into that.
Do I understand you correctly, so that the process was interrupted because of COVID and it's going to be re-engaged in the future?
I would just say before COVID. I wouldn't say COVID did it.
Oh, okay.
I would say before COVID, we had momentum, and then it kind of slowed down.
Okay. So they're already purchased?
Yeah, we purchased them a while back.
Okay.
And we use them at games and things like that, so they are used in certain events. But now we're going to institute a process where we'll do them more randomly at the schools.
Randomly at the schools?
Yes.
Just the high schools?
No, it'll probably be high schools and middle schools.
High schools and middle schools?
What about metal detectors at all the schools all the time? Is that in the cards?
Right now, we don't see a need for that, but who knows? If need is arises, we will begin to look at that. That requires more resources, manpower, so on and so forth. Right now, we have a solid plan for how we're going to do it randomly and on a consistent basis. So at our high school sites, what you can expect to see is that there'll be random searches as students enter, but then there'll be a consistent metal detector on campus for students coming from open lunch. So students leave the campus and they come back, so they'll have to walk through that scanner and move forward.
We have K students here. What are you offering?
So, I mean, I remember last year, kids, seeing the metal detectors. I think last year we did it once or twice, but then my sophomore year, I'm a senior now, so 2 or 3 years ago, we did do metal detectors, and it took probably a little over an hour and a half to get kids in the building to do metal detectors. So it's not very efficient for learning wise with students and stuff like that, and it's kind of a pain in the butt. And then you'd see kids throwing stuff in the bushes, stuff like that. So it very wasn't efficient. So also, what could you guys do to implement or add to the school that could help in a different way other than metal detectors that could possibly be more preventable for occasions like shootings and stuff?
Well, I think the community connectors have been a great asset, and I don't know how familiar you are with them, but they are a great asset. We get a lot of tips through them, the relationships they have with the students, and quite honestly, you guys, the students do a good job of reporting what they see. So a lot of times we're able to get on top of things fairly quickly because a student reported it out appropriately.
Is that how they got the gun on the student the other day? Someone reported it?
Yes.
Any other questions?
I'm sorry, I was going to ask